What's up? You're in the Beat Sessions, and I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. On the docket today is Pearl Charles and her brand new record, Magic Mirror, which came out on January 15th. It's the follow-up to her 2018 debut, Sleepless Dreamer. And if you're not familiar with the Los Angeles artist, she's been around for about a decade now, involved in a couple other outfits prior to going solo. So if you like what you hear on this record, it might be worth digging through her back catalog with some of those other bands. On Magic Mirror, though, she serves up 37 minutes of reflections on love, loss, and personal growth, and she does it to the tune of The City Around Her, only about 45 years ago. Upon hearing this record, I definitely thought of albums like Hotel California by the Eagles, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. She does a really nice job of nailing that 1970s Los Angeles vibe with precision. I've seen comparisons or people describing her genre as disco country. Get out of here with that. I don't even know what the hell that is. She's definitely not a disco artist. And as far as country, she's not a country musician so much as she's not shy about showing off country influences. And, you can definitely feel that throughout the record, minus the opening track. But she's more, she falls more in line with artists like Joni Mitchell, Carly Simon, Linda Ronstadt. On the title track, Magic Mirror, she even reminds me of Karen Carpenter a little bit. So not necessarily country musicians, but, definitely a musician that embraces country influence. Now, I said she's not a disco artist. However, the opening track is a disco song, and there's absolutely no denying it. You will read about ABBA comparisons across the board from just about every critic, and rightfully so, and they're spot on. If there was any doubt about this song embracing disco, there's the music video that goes along with it, which really borders on pastiche if the whole package weren't all so good. On the song, she reflects on the outcome of a one-night stand, which certainly doesn't bode in her favor, but she says, to hell with it, I don't really care if this relationship wasn't meant to last. I'm going to fake it, even though we're never going to make it, is what she says in the hook. The song is almost, kind of is reminiscent of Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen as far as the upbeat music with the heavy lyrical content, although it's not quite as existential as Dancing in the Dark. Who are we kidding? Now, my beef with this song too is that, Only for the Night really doesn't go with the rest of the album, which does have this very, nice upbeat feel to it, but think more like Dreams, the Fleetwood Mac song off of Rumors. There's no other song on the record that matches the tempo or anything really that is going on with Only for the Night. And I think the opening track does a disservice to the remaining tracks. I don't think that it really belongs on this record. Some of the other tracks that I think are highlights off the album that I dug were Take Your Time and What I Need, both which have that, upbeat Dreams type of vibe. It's definitely laid back and chill, but you can groove along to it. Lots of slide guitar throughout those songs and throughout the album in general, which is probably where a lot of people draw those country comparisons. Really like the slide guitar, actually. I think it's well done on these two songs in particular. But I'll say the rest of the album is good, but, knowing where she's getting her inspiration from, some of those great artists that I mentioned earlier, these songs in comparison just don't, hold up with some of that other music. I don't think her voice is as good as some of the other artists I mentioned. It's definitely not as good as Linda Ronstadt's voice. And she's basically just paying homage to artists that she admires and draws influence from. She's not really doing anything to, provide growth to the genre or to build off what those musicians have laid down as far as a foundation. So I'm going to give this record a vinyl pass. It's worth listening to. It's worth checking out. I think you'll probably enjoy some of the songs anyway. The three tracks that I mentioned are pretty darn good songs. But overall, I'm going to maybe need to see a little more growth from Pearl before I start adding her to the record collection. This has been the Beat Sessions. I hope you find this review helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video. We'll see you next time.